how's it going?
Miss Julie on my screen
Hey,
today.
peeps.
True crime
Hey, my
tales in
sweet
her own
darlings.
way.
So happy you're here.
Love for everyone
Guys,
she shares. Life
got some
stories
left.
told with flair. She dives into mystery, brings suspense in every scene.
Hi, Randy.
Smiling,
Good to see you, sweetie.
heart so pure. In her world we all adore. Miss Julie's world.
Good to see you.
It's where we turn to life.
Hey, how's everybody?
And filled with
Hey, darling.
word.
How is everybody?
Nights and coffee
Oh, good to see
sips, unfolding plots from twisted scripts. Through dark
Hey,
days,
guys.
she
Sorry.
lights our way, making sure we're here to
Hey.
stay. Miss Julie,
Good to see y'all.
is where we turn to life.
Hi, my darlings.
And filled with every word. Whoa, late nights and coffee sips.
Oh, there it is. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I think I pushed the button.
Well, we're live, just so you know. Everybody can see us.
Okay.
Y'all, I don't know what happened. Oh. But yeah. I don't know. My intro just stopped playing, and then I couldn't get up on stage, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" Anyway, everybody, hi.
Hey,
This
y'all.
meet Spirit Miss. I don't know if everybody's met Spirit Miss before. I know Spirit Miss is a OG of the channel.
Yeah,
And
I've been here for the whole time.
yes, yes, and we're so thankful for you, and so thankful for you coming up and sharing with us. I've got a lot of pictures and stuff that, of course, it's the internet pictures and everything,
Yeah.
and of course the path of Helene, unfortunately, but we're interested. My hair is just, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to let it grow out or not, y'all. It's killing me. Is whether or not what we're interested in is your story,
Yes.
what you have seen.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I know I've been really, you turned me on to the Gentry brothers.
They're good.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. They are so dedicated.
Yeah.
And
They've made probably about a dozen trips now.
oh yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me say hi. Does everybody see us? Are we okay now? Because I know it was touch and go there for for a couple of minutes. I don't know. I really, let me pull you to. Oh yeah, we're on there. I was just making sure. All right, so Millie, welcome back, Millie. We missed you so much. Juju, hey darling. Miss Charisse, I've been talking to Miss Charisse today. She's bless her. Everybody remember Charisse. She's got some things going on. She needs our prayers. And bless it, little Lady 7-Up. Lady 7-Up's hubby is in the hospital, y'all. So y'all, please remember him in prayer. He struggles with his breathing, and he's really been having a hard time lately. Juicer, hey darling, good to see you. Tams, my sweet Tams. Jody Ann, so good to see you guys. I love you, each and every one of you. And I'm hoping that we'll have some, today I thought I knew it was going to be election. I mean, the day after the election,
Yeah.
but I never realized how big this day was going to be, especially,
Yeah.
I mean, after, wow, just
I'm
wow.
just grateful that it didn't take like days to get the final day,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. Me too.
because that would have
Me
been a
too.
mess.
Me too. So, I don't know if y'all are familiar. I know most of you probably are, maybe, but Miss Spirit Miss lives down near Asheville, North Carolina, and she was in the path of mean Helene. That's what I call her, mean Helene.
Yeah.
And she has she did without, was it 13 days? You said you were without power,
Yep.
and y'all
13.
had. What I was wondering, did they give you what kind of a warning did you guys get about
Um,
this?
well, once they realized that it was going to take the floodplain like the 1916 flood did, they 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 let everybody know, that it was going to be a high river flooding, that it was going to get out more than it usually does. So that chart just basically followed the French Broad River and some of the Tow River and the Nollachucky. What they didn't realize was how the flood, the runoff, the amount of water and the slides, they didn't equate for that because they didn't know that was going to happen. They just thought it was going to be high river flooding. But
Oh
the fact
wow!
that it had rained for 4 days basically before the hurricane got here, and we were already at flood level in some stages near the rivers and the bridges. And then when the hurricane come, that just brought more, and it took it way over the flood level, and and the tornado activity, the cloud burst is what they called them. I mean, you can see the pictures how the trees they're laying in every direction. Normally a storm's going to throw things in one direction, the direction that the wind's coming in, but this is, you can tell it just dropped out of the sky straight down. So
Yeah.
that was not expected, but all that we got was emergency alerts from our local 911 communication center telling, like, this bridge is washed, this road is shut down. So our fire departments do what they normally do, and they'll put engines and tankers and ambulances on the other sides of those bridges. So if a call does come in, they have the equipment at least. But this took everything out. This took out roads. This took out the infrastructure. Like I was telling you before, our 911, there was no 911 system. There was no phone system. The Viper frequency is a military frequency, and that was used statewide because that's the only communications that the officials had. That was it. Um, like, it basically come in overnight, um, and we woke up to the flood. And for us, we looked around, and we were grateful that we didn't see no wind damage. There wasn't no trees down. It just looked like it flooded. And when we got out and realized we didn't have power and got out trying to find, connection somewhere, and didn't see and everything, and then getting on down towards town. And then when we were able to get down to the 911 center and start hearing from other people about, how bad it is and this and that. And then you start hearing about these other counties and what they went through and are still going through, because a lot of them people were still in their beds asleep when some of these mountains slid. And they're the ones that didn't make it out. at all.
So, what is the official count there?
Well, what they were doing is the Red Cross was given a daily update on, this and this and this and the deaths and the missing and that kind of stuff. And I'm not sure why, but they have now designated that for each individual county to keep up with. But I think that is better because they'll get more resources that way.
Yeah.
Independent resources, because when people talk about it, they say the Asheville area. Well, Asheville flooded. The Biltmore Village,
Mm-hmm.
the Amboy Road, what they call the River Arts District, that used to just be basically the slums until they started getting into this everybody in the mountains kind of artwork and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff
For
selling.
tourism, the
Yeah.
tourism. Yeah.
Yeah, so they turned that place into all these fancy antique stores and breweries and different little restaurants and all, and put a lot of money into it. Built big condos right on the side of the river and just really turned it around. And now it's completely destroyed. Swananoa and Black Mountain, uh, it wasn't just the ones that were right there next to the river. It went for miles in from the river, the flooding and the devastation. And now all them places sitting full of toxic mud and so much mold that they can't even open the door to stick their head in there to try to get their belongings. I mean, it's just all gone, and all they're doing, they're bulldozing everything, putting everything in rubble piles and burning it, because that's the only way that it's going to be safe to hopefully re-inhabit one day.
Right.
That's still to be determined in a whole lot of places.
Well, I know the county that I live in, it was actually included on the what do they call it, uh
The area that's affected by it and all.
yeah, the
Yeah.
national, the disaster area.
Hmm.
Yeah. And and the worst we got here was, and I'm sure it's because of the wind, because we had a lot of high wind. We got 8 inches of rain, which that was nothing compared
No.
to what you guys got. But it and I get notifications. That's just like when I'm paying my house payment online or
Hmm.
whatever. I get these notifications telling me you're in the affected area, and then you get stuff, telling you if you need to file a claim through FEMA or whatever. I'm like,
Hmm.
you know, no,
No,
go
because you
up
have to pay
there,
it.
go
Yeah,
help those people.
yeah, because not everybody in the area was affected. I mean, our county is one of the disaster counties, but me personally, our property, it was it was okay. It was fine. Um, but 3 or 4 miles down the road, we had, a
Exactly.
whole road going around a mountainside that just washed. Uh, so it's it's sad that they only offer $750 and then you have to pay that back.
You have to pay it back.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow, I never
When you
heard that.
file for it, like I said, my name wouldn't go through. So I was like, well, somebody else needed it better not. But when my husband sent his through, it sent him over to the Better Business Bureau, I think it was, or the small business, something like that. But it explained to him how, yeah, when you pay your taxes at the end of the year, you have to pay that back.
Oh wow, that,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, I just, I just can't believe it.
It's
Hey,
unbelievable.
hey,
It is.
Jinkies.
Hey, Jinx. I can't see chat, y'all, but hey.
I'm sorry. I should start putting some stuff up,
Oh, you're
um,
okay. You're all right.
but there's so many conspiracy theories out there too, and I don't know how you feel about it, but there's a lot of people think that the government guided somehow or another that they guided the hurricane to
Yeah, I
where
believe
it to
something. Hmm.
yeah.
The way that
It's
the path that it took, I mean, Miss Chew, you think about it, when storms come in, especially a hurricane, it's always we're days and days after it goes through, we've got storms, especially in this area. We've got clouds, we've got rain, we've got wind, sometimes we got thunder and lightning. But all that come first this time. We had
right.
those storms for almost 5 days beforehand. And the path that it took, just coming straight up through Georgia and South Carolina and straight into us in Tennessee, that was very strange, to say the least. But we were definitely blessed because where I'm at in the county I am, we were supposed to be hit worse. Like we would have took some of the damage like the northern counties got, but as it come through South Carolina mountains, it shifted to the left just a slight bit, but that took it up a different path from us. Yeah, 18 inches. We had almost 50 in one place. Almost 50. I
He said
think that
18
was,
inches before the hurricane hit.
oh yeah, yeah. Our rivers were, I mean, the rivers were already almost over top of the bridges at like 20, 22, 25 feet bridges. There was nowhere for the water to go. And the ground is just like a sponge, and
Yeah.
everything just swole up and busted. That's about all you can say for it. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to Chimney Rock, but if you've seen some of those big rocks that they have in that little river, and them things are just gone. I mean, no telling how many tons, and that water just picked them up like nothing. And whole houses, 2-story houses just floating down the river.
Oh, I just it's mind boggling, especially when you see the pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. People that, I mean, if y'all really want to see what's going on, don't look at any news. Go on YouTube and search Western North Carolina flood areas and get you some people that are locals that are posting. Go to TikTok and look at people on there that are posting. They're showing you what really happened. They're showing it. The news ain't, you know,
Well,
it's just,
it's
it's not.
embarrassing. It's embarrassing
Yeah, it
to them. It's
is.
embarrassing to the government. I mean,
Well, see,
they don't want everybody to know really what happened.
you know how leaf season is a very high peak season for tourists. So they don't want people to know that this area is tore up and the roads are closed and you might not get to see a pretty colored leaf. They're going to let you think that, oh, it's not that bad because you can't see how bad it really is. But everywhere you look in those areas, that's all there is just destruction.
I mean, I live very close to Newport,
Hmm.
Tennessee, and we drove down. Well, we didn't drive. this was just a few days after, okay?
Mhm.
And there was a lot of traffic that was going down through there, and I was just like, he's like, we wanted to drive down to the lake
Yeah.
to see the French Broad,
Mhm.
how it was coming, what it looked like. And I was like, how why do people feel the need to drive into there, at that time? I can
Mhm.
see after they start getting it cleaned up and everything, and getting it to the point to where you want to really see what really happened,
Yeah.
but not at that time.
Mm-mm.
It's just
It's
like,
disrespectful because people that's only going just to looky-loo, that's disrespectful to me. If you're there offering help, yeah, you
right.
got a right. But if you're just there to take pictures and that's no, you ought not be doing that. But there's a lot of people that tried that, but you can best bet that a lot of people were turned around.
The locals, yeah. The locals
Yeah.
got you, didn't they? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just like,
And they still are.
you know, um, hi Victoria.
Um,
I could not bring myself to take pictures. I mean, seeing the stuff floating down the river, I just
yeah.
couldn't bring myself to take pictures of it.
No.
I'm
About the only
like, that's
pictures that I have.
somebody's life. That's
Yeah.
somebody's, I
Yeah.
just couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
And it's
I've
people don't
missed you.
realize it's whole families. I mean, is Chillbilly. I'm not sure what the count is because that's something that it keeps fluctuating as to uh, the amount of deaths. I'm not. I know in our county there was none. I'm not sure about Black Mountain. They have changed it now. I was telling Miss Chewy earlier to where it was like the whole western North Carolina area and the amount of missing, who had been found, who had been deceased. But now they're leaving it up to each individual county to keep up with the numbers. Um, I can, I'd definitely say it's way over 100 in Swannanoa. And I'm just going by looking at the Citizen Times there in Asheville, the obituaries for it. Um, because there was one that I seen this morning, and it was a man and his wife and their grandson. They were swept away. His mama, she survived. She was the only one out of the four of them that survived. And you look at something like that, and it's a tragedy. But when you stop and you think that's just three people from one family,
One family, yeah. One
one
household, right?
family. Yeah, yeah. But when
And
you look at those videos and it shows them hollers and them hills and them back roads where it washed, that's nowhere near a river, and it's just went from one side of the house completely through the other, that's when you see the real devastation of what this did.
102. I
Hmm.
think they found the last victim of that plastics plant in
Yeah.
they
And yeah,
finally found her.
that was in Irwin, wasn't it?
Irwin, yes.
Hmm.
And and it's, I mean, there's a lot of controversy with that.
Yeah.
A lot of controversy because they're saying that they wouldn't let those people leave.
Well, they wouldn't let them leave the hospital, the one in Swannanoa, but I mean, some people had to stay, they had some few people had to stay, but by the time it got up so fast, uh, when the river's already being up, and then when the mountains exploded and all that, the water level went up so fast that there was minutes, maybe minutes. And some people didn't even have that.
You think about too how many graves got washed away.
Yeah. And we had a veteran cemetery in Black Mountain. So, yeah.
It's just do you what is your theory of why it's been covered up, or why don't I say covered up, or just been so quiet that the truth has not really been shown?
Mm, I would probably have to say the election.
Nana, you want to come up, honey?
FEMA
You're
said
welcome
they
to
were
come up and
helping.
talk with us. I know her daughter was hit real hard with it.
FEMA said they were here helping us. The
Yeah.
news showed FEMA here helping us. FEMA was here sitting with one vehicle. And they finally would, sit and answer questions in each county. But FEMA didn't do nothing. FEMA didn't do nothing. If it weren't for locals, and people coming from out of state, out of county, and bringing donations, and neighbors coming together and sharing meals and whatever else that they had, because people lost everything, they would still be people sitting with nothing. The only reason people have something now is those donations that were brought in and collected that are still being delivered to people that still don't have power, people that don't have running water, afraid to leave their land because they're afraid that if they leave, by the time they come back, whatever was there will be bulldozed and gone, because that's been happening. That's been proven. Even areas that were supposed to have been checked for bodies,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know,
Later, they're finding them, huh?
yeah, yeah. But in a situation like this, with mass casualties and all the debris and destruction, it's hard to start at one spot and try to work your way through it, because there's so many one spots. So a lot of these people, the search and rescue that's brought their dogs in, they've exhausted all their dogs. I mean, they've wore them out, and they're concerned about the toxins that they're in, that they're putting themselves in to have to find people, because whatever that's in the soil and the water, um, people are getting sick from it just creeping into their pores in their skin. People that's
Wow.
been helping with the cleanup. So, that makes people fearful. Well, I don't want to go help clean because I
Right.
don't want to
Afraid
take
I
a
might
chance of
catch
getting
something.
sick.
Yeah.
But I mean, as long as you wear the proper PPE equipment, wear a HEPA mask and the full suit, you're okay. I hope and pray. Um, but I don't know why it took so long. I know now that President Trump's back in office, we're going to be seeing a lot of more help. I firmly believe that.
I believe, because I believe if you really, I mean, he's seen it firsthand, so
Mhm. Yeah.
I know he's going to have his hands full when he first gets in there, because
Hmm.
he's going to be working so hard on the promises that he's made,
Yeah.
and but I don't think he'll forget about you.
No.
I really
No.
don't.
Mm-mm. And people around here, they're not. They're not giving up. People ain't giving up. They're still persevering. They're gonna, the ones that can are gonna rebuild and maybe relocate to at least Western North Carolina somewhere. But there's a lot of families that's just not going to have that opportunity because they don't have the means, the money, or the land anymore.
Wow.
And there's a lot of schools that are still closed.
Yeah, I know. What are those children doing? Are they doing got my hair.
Well, there's a lot of places that's offering schoolrooms. I think some of the churches are like having classrooms. Some of the other schools absorb some of the elementary kids from other schools. But there was some places that, whole schools and everything was destroyed. And that's awful for the babies because they don't understand this kind of stuff, and I mean, they were having a good day and living a normal life one day and then wake up to everything that they have and knew and was just gone.
Cheryl, you want to come up, honey? You're welcome to come up. But I don't, I just, it's hard. It's hard to, I was at Dollywood when I went to Dollywood not long ago. I was sitting on the bench, and there was this woman. I cannot remember the town she said she was from, but she ran a motel or she called it a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that she was the one who got me to think, got me informed me about the lithium and all the and the quartz.
Yeah.
And she was like, all they want is those people's property. She said, and she I can't help but think about a story she told me. She said she ran this hotel, and there was all these first responders and all these the people from the power companies and everything that was coming in, all the guys to help get the power turned back on. And she said that, and she had no power in I forget, I'm trying to think of the name of that, but because I couldn't bring something out and start writing, and trying to think of.
Let me write this down.
Yeah, but she said that she had men sleeping in the hallways of the motel just to have a dry place to sleep, a place. And she said that, the fire chief would come in and he would basically ignore what he was seeing, but he was just like, yeah, they could get out if they need to or whatever.
Yeah.
But she said, and then, the people that owned the company that owned the motel was just like, let anybody that wants to stay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But she said there was one woman, she says, I broke down when I saw this woman. She said she was sitting in my lobby on the telephone, and she was and she says I didn't hear her conversation, but she said I could tell it was a very serious conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But she said when she got off the telephone, the woman just sat there and wept. I mean, she just wept. Mm. And she said I had to go over and ask her if she was okay, or if I could give her some water or something. But she was just like, she said that she come to find out, she started talking to her, and she said she was an insurance adjuster. Mm. And she was like, how can I live with myself? I have to sit here and I have to tell this woman that I cannot the insurance company cannot cover her car until we find it.
Mm-hmm.
That she cannot receive any money. Can't pay it off. Can't do anything.
Nope.
She still has to pay her payments
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because they can't find it. Until then,
Yeah.
she can't get nothing.
Well, what?
Because you
A
know it
lot of,
wasn't stolen,
no, but it's gone.
but it's gone. Right.
Well, a lot of people, in this area, there's no need for hurricane insurance. There's no need for flood insurance unless you live next to the river.
Right. Right.
So people affected by this, if hurricane damage as far as wind or landslide or whatever, that's not covered, homeowners. Mm-mm.
Right. That's just like a
Mm.
sinkhole.
Yeah.
You have to have sinkhole
Mm-hmm.
insurance
Mm-hmm.
before it would get paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there is so many loopholes
There
when
is.
it comes. It's just like you don't live in a floodplain, so you can't buy flood insurance
No,
on your property
no.
if you don't
Only
if you
if you
don't live in a
live on it.
floodplain. Mhm.
So it's like a catch-22. What do you do? You know, but nobody thought this was going to happen like this. Uh, Even the flood in 1916 didn't do this. There wasn't as much modernization in buildings, people around, but it didn't cause the mountains to slide off.
Right.
That's why I'm kind of like with you, what did cause it? What fed into it? I know above all it's God. God controls the weather and nature, but we know that the government can do cloud seeding.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it wasn't from dams breaking or nothing like that.
The dams held, didn't they? They all
The
held.
dams held. Yeah. They overflowed, but they didn't bust.
Right. And Nana, have they been getting any kind of notifications or anything from anybody asking if they need help? Because I know I saw something not long ago. I think maybe it was on the news that you had till December something to be able to apply. I just wondered. I don't know, how what really, what it is with your daughters. I mean, it's just terrible. It's just absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it is. Poor people, that's all they've had, and now it's gone. And uh, but if anybody wants to know how to help out, um, there is all kind of agencies that's helping. But Samaritan's Purse in Swannanoa, North Carolina, is the Billy Graham family. They have went above and beyond to help, and that is where a lot of like the gentry trucking, a lot of these people, they know, go deal with Samaritan's Purse or a local church or a local fire department, and you'll get what you need got to these people. There's a lot
That's
of
true,
places.
Tribbley. That's so true because we know where all that money went.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But they can print more money. They can print more
Yeah.
money if they need to. Uh, I don't know. Um, the sadness is, a lot of the geography that's changed. That'll never be the same. But I mean that happens with disasters. But
Right.
if people have a chance to rebuild and to come back, then Well, they're going to, but not when they're being told that the land is contaminated, the water's contaminated, your well's contaminated. Um, a shift in the earth here or a crack in the rock here is no longer, it's not stable.
Right. I'm gonna play this one video of Gentry and Son that I watched this one. This is when they were getting ready to take a load. I get it.
Good people.
Yeah. I won't play the whole video. I get it to where that's just him in the truck. I was trying to show one of him where they, and I tell you, the helicopter pilots, the stories from some of them was just like, it was crazy.
Yeah. Well, the one man, at the very beginning when it first started, there was a private citizen that had a helicopter, and he went into Chimney Rock and done a flyover and saw a man and a woman, and well, he had his son with him who was his co-pilot, but I mean, he's an adult. So he had a two-person helicopter. So he left his son and took the wife and took her to safety, and the assistant fire chief told him, you can't do this because you're putting everybody in jeopardy. If you were to get hurt, then we'd have to rescue you, which that's protocol. That happens on any, scene. He did say what he should have said, but not in that situation, not when you got, that kind of thing and the means to help. So he told him, he's like, well, I'm not leaving my son. He's like, I will go back and get my son. And he did. But under being told, if you come back, you'll be arrested. But that didn't stop him. A couple hours later, he was back. He sure was. Along with Greg Biffle, NASCAR, Greg
Yeah,
Biffle.
I seen him. Yeah.
Yeah, he was flying 2 helicopters. He had 2 of his, and that right there that's what's been helping is private citizens. I mean, the National Guard's being here. The Army and all. I mean, there's military presence, but they're not doing the cleaning. They're not doing what they mainly did was the preliminary searches for body
Remains.
missing, and after 4 or 5 days, it become recovery.
Right.
So that transitions more down to like civilian people. It doesn't have to be like Army or somebody in that authority. It's just boots on the ground and anybody that can help.
Right.
I know as far as the search and rescue efforts right now, it's there's still search and rescue dogs that are hitting on remains, but with the weather getting cooler and the ground starting to get cooler, that they were even stating that they had to wait for the ground to warm up back in that cool spell that we had last week, because the dogs couldn't alert until the ground and all that warmed up. But y'all pray for the people that are doing these searches, and that like the heavy equipment operators that are having to sit there all day and dig through this rubble, and ain't no telling what they're finding. Not necessarily people, but I mean, you see a video and you see a teddy bear in the rubble, and that breaks your heart, because that belonged to some youngin', and their whole world's gone. So you imagine what these equipment operators are having to see firsthand.
Have you heard of the West Virginia boys?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Them ghetto boys that's been taking care of the people around here.
Chimney Rock. 1 month after Helene. Y'all want to see that?
Now there's a local Miss Chewy. You've probably heard it in some of the videos. I can't think of his name right off, but he wrote a song called Helene, and it plays in the background of a lot of these videos, but you shouldn't get a copyright or anything for it because he signed all his royalties off to the people of Western North Carolina.
All right, let's see this one. Let me share my screen here. Can y'all hear that? Because I'm not hearing it.
I don't hear no sound.
Oh, I don't know why.
Now, that cop car had a female deputy in it, and she was in it when it got wedged like that, but she was able to get out.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's Chimney Rock, right?
That's Chimney Rock. Yes.
And there was
Highway
a town
60.
there.
Yes. It's Highway 64 coming out of Hendersonville, and it goes down into Rutherford County. But that was a huge tourist spot. That's where Dirty Dancing was filmed, the movie. And part of Last of the Mohicans was filmed there.
Wow. I don't know why that
But
sounds
miraculously, like I said, only 3 deaths there.
only 3. Because they had to have gotten out. They had to have gotten.
Yeah. They were just expecting normal flooding too, but by the time, it started getting up past where it normally did, they knew.
Do you know how many homes or how many people that live there?
Oh my goodness. Well, just in the town and on the river itself, most of the businesses had homes in them, either downstairs or upstairs. So all of those businesses, there's probably, I don't know, over 100, maybe 150, 200 easily. And then the campgrounds and the houses and the rentals. For there to just be 3 deaths, that's amazing because you see the destruction. And that place is just, it's a gorge.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you said only 2. Now, I know I
Only
saw
3 reported.
only 3
3 reported. Yeah.
reported. Now, see, that's
Reported.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
What about the person that nobody cared about, basically?
The little man that lived in a trailer by himself, or
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Chimney Rock, they're a pretty tight knit community. Because they are so bunched in there together, and it's a lot of good people. A lot of people from not necessarily local there that moved there to start a business or to have a mountain home. give up what they had before to move there, and it's well, you see how much dirt is gone.
I know.
That
Where is it?
that's the power. It's in the lake.
So, what
Because
river is that right there?
it's called the Broad River.
The Broad.
It's not the French Broad. It's called the Broad
Right.
River.
Okay.
But it's just a little old stream creek. It's not very wide or big that goes
It
in and
was.
feeds that lake until what happened. And what you can see right there is the main route through town. And that's the stores and the businesses, and what
Right.
you're seeing right there would have been their backyard and the river. The river rerouted itself. It's further to the right now.
Yeah, you can see where it was.
Yeah. But they've went through there and they've straightened it out. I'm not sure if they're going to try to build back the big rocks and all that in it. They probably will eventually. But right now they're just trying to get it structurally sound, to get bigger equipment in there.
Oh, wow. They did find the body from there in Newport. Wow. Well, I can, because all that goes and see that lake is where there is going to be so many cars, so much stuff in the bottom of that lake. I mean, there's
Yeah.
going to be stuff that'll be found for 100 years from now, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of the stores that got washed that were on the side of the river, all their mark went right down with it. There's one store that we love over there. It's called the Hickory Nut, and they have all kind of antiques and all kind of stuff.
Well, I
3
saw a sign
stores
back there,
full.
welcome to Hickory Nut Falls.
That's the waterfalls up at the rock.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
ones that was in the last of the Mohicans.
Oh, okay. I'm getting a history lesson too from you.
Yeah, now see, that's people's houses, their bedrooms, and it just gone.
Wow. And it would be that would be flood insurance from the
Mhm.
flood.
Mm. Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm sure a lot of these people that were right there on the side of the river probably did have it. They would have been smart to have had it. I'm sure they did, but not the people that were living like 1 or 2 little side roads back. You know, they
Right.
didn't think it was going to get up. That's the the merchant store, kind of like the general store, like the mass general store.
Yeah. Like the mercantile, what they call it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. That is beautiful right there, wasn't it?
That is the gate that where you go into Chimney Rock Park to go up to the rock. So they actually lost 1, 2, 3, 5 bridges. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Chibley says that one family lost 11 out of one home.
Yeah.
Only one
That was
person survived.
the
Oh, is that
that
the
was
one
the
you were talking
wedding.
about? Yeah.
That was the wedding party. Yeah. The family, they had all come in, and one of the family members, they had gotten married, so they were all together. And out of 11, only one made it. Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's just
See, all that's their living quarters. Just that front would be the business.
right. Wow. It just don't see, and you don't hear nothing about it no more. It's just like
Mm-mm.
it's
No.
been forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
been forgotten.
Yeah. I mean, this, like, if you didn't see this on the news, you wouldn't
Right.
know it. If you didn't see these videos like what me and you's watching here, you wouldn't know it. Uh, that's why people, when something happens, make sure that you get facts. Don't just rely on what your local news says, because you you see here what you're seeing, and these people's gonna be months and months without. I mean, they're gonna go through winter. Now, there's one family I seen a video of. They live going into Chimney Rock before you get into the actual town, and they live on the side of the hill, and they have two kids that's in school, like high school, and they're having to climb down the side of their mountain, trek across the creek, and then up the bank and to the road in order to catch a ride to get to school. And they're having to be late for school because they can't come out until it gets daylight because of the bears.
Oh my goodness.
Because all the wildlife is displaced right now, and people don't
Wow.
realize that kind of stuff.
Wow. I'm gonna put the link out. If anybody wants to come up, anybody's welcome to come up and share with us if they have anything they'd like to talk about with us. Let's see what other videos they have there. I mean, that's just devastating. New road
Anything
is.
on the Tow River or like Fairview area, those places ain't really being talked about. And to me, they're worse than Chimney Rock, because these are just mountain folks that's got the land that they own. That it's not necessarily a business,
Right.
except for their homesteads and their crops. But now a lot of people are being told that they can't farm their land no more because of whatever's in the dirt, in the soil.
Hmm. That's. Oh, there's that one vehicle you were talking about. There's Chimney Rock Village. Is that the only one they have?
What?
I was. You said what other town was it? You said.
If you look up Fairview, you'll see a lot of destruction.
FAIR,
Yes, ma'am.
North Carolina.
Yes, ma'am. That's on up river, uh, north of Chimney Rock.
The news, and it's just 3 minutes. Trying to find. I like videos what people actually have taken,
Yeah,
and not
yeah,
the
yeah.
news,
Cause
because the news is going to sugarcoat it as much as.
uh-huh. That's Lake Lure at capacity there.
I said, I passed it.
Oh no, you're good. There's that family
There's
Chillbilly was
that one
talking
you're
about.
talking about. Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
that one.
Lost a lot of great people, in one day. Helene's aftermath in Fairview has been extensive, and that's where one family lost 11 relatives. It's an area called Craigtown, named for that family. News 13's Jennifer Emmert is there. And Jennifer, you talked with the family today. Where do they go from here?
Patrick, they're finding comfort in some fond memories made just a few weeks ago. A week before this storm, they celebrated a wedding. I'm just off of Old Fort Road, and this is the Craig family land. And if you take a look over here to my right, you can see the devastation. This land used to contain several homes that were swept off of their foundation. Now what's left behind, piles of debris in the wake of this storm.
Been a tough week and a half. It's devastating.
The debris along Flat Creek Road, just a glimpse at the long road ahead.
A lot of the house is right here. We found a lot of pieces of the house and clothing and hats.
His parents' home ending up hundreds of yards from where it once stood. AC Reynolds defensive coordinator Brian Craig grew up here.
A lot of childhood memories for me are right here.
The torrents of water and mud from Helene making his family's land bought decades ago unrecognizable.
Just unbelievable. Some of the things that you see and how it twisted it up and mangled it up is just incredible.
Brian's cousin was forced to watch helpless as water and mud, one by one, picked apart homes and their lives.
They saw it and witnessed it and had to watch it all, and just the water, the trees, the rocks, the mud, just incredible.
The 11 lives lost, too much to shoulder.
He needed to get away for a couple of days. He's been here since day one and didn't leave it until everybody was found.
That was just 2 days ago, making it tough to wrap thoughts around items now being lifted from the debris.
You come walking out of this debris with a fan from the wedding, and how does that make it? Come walking out with a Bible from this debris that's not even wet. You can flip through the pages and read it. So, that's the way some things work, I guess. We're gonna have some really great pictures from that wedding, and pictures of people that are no longer with us.
Which makes the support they've received from family and friends critical.
Not so much now, but 2 weeks and 2 months and 6 months down the road, we're definitely gonna need a lot of help. A lot of help and a lot of support.
As Brian and his family clean up and honor so many lost.
This will never be the same. There's no way this can ever, be the same, this little area. Let's try to move on, get on with the lives again. I know they'd want us to.
So many families will need support in the days, weeks, and months to come. That's why the Craig family wanted everyone to see this devastation, just the impact of the storm. They've also set up a GoFundMe page. You can find a link to that on our website at WLOS.com. In the Craigtown community in Fairview, Jennifer Emmert, News 13.
Still never found what he was talking about, the West Virginia boys. Nothing really came up there.
Just put them in your search engine, Miss Chewy, and it ought to pop up their videos.
I mean, it should be in there on YouTube, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. West Virginia boys. Hurricane Helene. See? I don't know. It comes up like Queen City News.
Oh.
Storm Chasers. See what I
Right
mean?
there. That one with the truck with the flag. I believe that might have been them.
Okay, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Tornado. Okay. See, theirs are the ones that don't have no sound. So
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
This is when when it first happened, and people that were, whoever was able to get in there could get in there to try to help, and that's where they come in the picture.
Gotcha.
And like the Gentry boys, the Gentry trucking.
Right. And most of their videos is about of the stuff that they're bringing in and the
Yeah.
supplies and everything, which is
Yeah, but now they are going to be bringing in heavy equipment and they're going to start helping with that.
oh well,
Um,
that's good.
he's actually looking for equipment to buy and dump trucks. So,
Oh, that's great. There's that one house, we've seen that one. Look at that. It's just like the stuff's still sitting in the house.
mm-hmm. Yeah. That water is just the power of it.
You don't know
You
until
don't.
you're faced with it what water can
Mhm.
do.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, to see, like I said, to see a 2-story house floating down the river.
Right.
Oh, it's
I
just
mean,
horrible.
we saw, a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
floating because I mean, we actually rode the bridge over across the river, and
Mhm.
it was just, of course, this was a big modern bridge. It goes over the French Broad down here in Newport, and
Mhm.
there wasn't no chance of it, but
No.
just like the ones up there around Greenville, the one that what they call the road, the 107, seeing that bridge wash away, it was just
Is that the Chucky River?
Nolichucky, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now through there, like you were saying, that 107 and that area, they were just it's more land that's torn up because there's not as many homes and houses. But
Mm-hmm.
where there was, there's nothing now.
I know Nana's daughter, her girls, got hit pretty hard with it.
Bless their hearts. Yeah, that's the main road that used to go down in there.
Wow. And that was a
That
2-lane road, wasn't it?
yeah, that's part of the guardrail down there towards the bottom. Um, it's treacherous to get down in there.
Have you been down in there?
No, no. Um,
Okay,
we
that'd be great, Nana. Send them on Facebook if you would.
we want to go and help when they start um painting and building back, because it's about a 45-minute drive because of the curves and all.
Right.
But right now it's not at a time where I can help. When they get to where females can do stuff and don't need a lot of muscle, like painting and that kind of stuff and rebuilding, I definitely want to go help, because
Right.
Chimney Rock was like a second home for me and my family.
How far is it from you?
Um, I'm not sure about miles, but less than an hour, 45 minutes, um, because of the curvy
Gotcha.
roads,
Right.
but
Right.
not far at
As a
all.
crow as a crow flies, it wouldn't take you no time to get there, would it? Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Because you got to go around the mountains and through the valleys and over the hills and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I got you. Wow.
Yeah, that was a campground where a lot of people what lived year round. Uh, a lot of people live in campers here.
Well,
It's cheaper.
they do down here too. They
Yeah,
do here
uh,
too. Yeah,
it's
I
like
have.
$6.50 a month, but
Shoo,
uh,
golly. I know
that
that's
gets you water and power and Wi-Fi.
well, that's if it's water, power, and Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
that's not terrible then.
No, and you're
Because
in a campground, so you're safe.
right,
You're you know
right.
But as far as rents around here, I don't know about on y'all's side of the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
but this area of Western North Carolina is very high.
Oh yeah, it is here too. It is here too. It's crazy ridiculous. It's the whole country.
Yeah.
That's just like, and we can get into politics, but it's just ridiculous how they
Yeah,
took advantage of the whole country. Oh, there's sound.
Now that to the right is Chimney Rock. For anybody that might not know, you can see what a gorge that is in there.
Right. And it's a rocky place, isn't it?
Yeah, big old rocks in that river. Them's little compared to the ones that was in there. And a lot of oak trees come down, Miss Chewy. We've
It
noticed
takes a
that.
lot to bring an oak down, doesn't it?
They top root, just right at the root ball, just right at the top of the ground. Yeah, that's power right there. That's the Esmeralda restaurant and inn. There's one of them big rocks right there.
Golly.
Yeah, the river was full of them. There you go. Mm.
Wow. That's crazy. I'm having to save these images. I have to send them to myself because I tell you what, it will not let you show pictures from and then where my other Facebook, it won't let me show it unless I'm logged into the same one as the same email. It's crazy. It won't
That's
let me.
crazy.
It
Yeah.
won't let me. It won't let me show them. So I have to jump through hoops to save this. And I should have had you seen them. Let's see. Here's how we can do it. Y'all bear with me. Gatekeeper's gonna say, "What in the world is she doing? Sending all these pictures."
I keep sharing a lot of stuff on Facebook because I've got a friend that's like, why you keep putting that on there? It's depressing. And it is,
Well,
but
if
you
you don't
gotta,
do it, who's going to? That's just like us in
yeah.
summer.
Hmm.
If we don't talk about summer and keep her name out there and all the missing children,
Yes, ma'am.
we it's who's going to?
That's right.
Who's going to? Let's see. I think I got them all, Nana. Let me see this one. All right. I hope I didn't miss any. Let me get over here.
Now, right there, Miss Chewy on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
if you can remember the little amusement park that they had there at Chimney Rock on the left,
Uh-huh.
when you first went in, it had a little carousel and little kids' rides. It's basically gone. That's the entrance to the rock. Them columns are old. They're about 100 years old.
Wow. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let me stop this and go change this. Oh my goodness. Now these are the pictures from Nana for Life and her daughter. The stuff that she.
Where are you at, Nana? Oh my
Jinkies, come
goodness.
up.
Miss Chewy, is that the toe or the Nola Chucky that she's on?
It's a Nola Chucky, isn't it? Nana.
Oh my goodness.
It's just it's. Let's see if it'll let me go to this one. There she is.
Hey, kitties.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
I'm
Good.
okay.
How are
How are
you?
you? You sound sad.
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Just worked all day.
Hmm.
Oh, bless your heart. It's
That little horsey you got's cute, Jinx.
Ain't he cute? He's a sweet baby.
Yes. You made your baby happy.
I did. I made my baby girl happy. And they're doing good too. They're doing very good. They're doing good.
they in love, ain't they?
How are you, Spirit Mist?
I've been doing good, Jinx. Just stressing with all these people that still need help and ain't nobody talking about it on the news.
It's
Yeah, they did that. We had a big flood, not as bad as this one, but in our area in Whitesburg, Kentucky, last year, and it was massive, and it did a lot of damage and stuff. There were some people that got killed, nothing to this caliber, but it kind of got swept under the rug too.
Yeah.
And you was talking about they offered your husband a $750 loan. Was it SBA?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
And you
Yeah.
have to pay that stuff back. You
Yeah,
have
it's the
to pay that
Small
back.
Business Association, I think,
I got
maybe something like
$1,000
that.
for COVID for my business. I got $1,000 from them, and I'm still paying them back.
oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
But they do let you pay it back, but the interest builds up if you don't pay appropriate payment.
Interest.
yes.
Interest. Yeah.
So it's a
just like,
loan.
It's a
yeah,
loan.
it's
Yeah.
like a small business loan. That's why
It
they
is a
send you
small
to
business
the
loan. Yeah.
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 Because that's why I was saying it's not FEMA that you sign up with.
Mm-mm.
FEMA sends you to that SBA, and then you go through them and see if you get approved or not. If you do, you got to pay it back. It's a joke.
Gosh.
I'm still paying back the one I got for COVID.
That's a shame.
I thought it was one of them ones that they forgive you for, but no, honey. And they closed my restaurant down. They closed down the dining room real bad. So, yeah.
It's a
Wow.
shame. I mean, they don't realize that people ain't got no more means and ain't got no other way of getting back on their feet, and then they offer them help and then tell them they have to pay it back. That's an insult. At
mean,
least with them COVID checks, we didn't have to pay that back.
Right.
That come from the government. That didn't come from SBA.
Yeah. Yeah.
The SBA is do not. I'm still paying them. It's like I can't, because the interest, you can't get caught up.
Yeah. That's where they get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why even get it?
Well, they had to
Well, I know
look
people
like
are
they were
desperate for it right then, wasn't they? They
Yeah.
needed
Oh
it.
God, I was desperate. It was supposed to be part of that payroll protection paying for they used that, but that was a separate loan actually. And it was bad. Yeah. So do not take that loan because you're going to be paying more interest out back. It's bad. It's like a credit card.
Yeah.
You
Well,
never
a lot
get
of
it
people
back.
didn't even have the means to get the $750 because if you didn't have cash for at least the first week after this happened, you wasn't getting nothing because the internet was down. There was you couldn't use an ATM, you couldn't use a bank, you couldn't use your card in the store. It was cash or nothing.
Right.
So people that may have gotten approved for the $750 had to wait for all the power and all that to come back on and then be able to get to the bank to get it.
Well, it's a trap. I'm telling you that. That's it. That is.
Well, they're telling people not to sign nothing. They said even if it says it's FEMA or whatever they claim to be, don't sign your name on nothing.
See, because they closed my restaurant down, and they left open liquor stores and stuff, and abortion clinics and stuff, but they closed down my restaurant, and they left open. That's our governor in Kentucky. My Kentucky governor did, and when I went, he offered that. They offered that SBA loan stuff, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is really going to help keep me, afloat." I had to close down, and I'm ended up having to pay it back, and they didn't. forgive it or anything like that. I had to pay back.
So how far does $1,000 go though?
That's all they would give me.
$750 ain't gonna buy a new refrigerator, much less anything else.
Right.
Well, I listen to her little country accent. Ain't it cute?
I know. I love it.
Y'all,
That's the cutest
I'm
little
gonna tell
country
you
accent.
something. I am so bad that my husband is literally on the other side of the county. He grew up on like the town side, and I grew up on the countryside. And even he can't understand me half the time. And a lot of my dialect is old. It's old words that people don't really use much anymore. So
Listen to it. It's cute. I love it. It's
I
got
know.
you got a little extra twang to it. That must be the North Carolina in you.
I reckon. I don't know. I'm country. I'm just a simple person.
So let me ask you something.
Yes, ma'am.
Why would the city of Asheville vote for Kamala Harris?
Because Asheville is
Yes.
liberal city, USA. They call it Ash Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Anything and everything goes.
Yep.
You are even allowed to be topless
Uh-huh.
inside the city limits.
Yes.
Oh my Lord!
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, inside the city limits, you are allowed to go topless. That's for real.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, and there's litter boxes in the schools. Yeah, I mean it's pretty bad. It was very embarrassing. Like last night after watching the election, my husband was showing me the map of North Carolina and how each county had voted and the outcome of this and that. And you've got all of Western North Carolina that voted for Trump except for Buncombe County and one Northern County. But, you know, even after everything we've been through and not getting no help, they still
That's what I couldn't
want
understand.
that liberalism.
I wonder why they're not giving people anything at all.
I don't know, Jinx. It don't make no sense because Asheville is such a main hub on the East Coast now. You know, it's equivalent to Charlotte and Atlanta, and our airport's gotten bigger. There's, you know, a lot more flights, and a lot of people are coming here from everywhere. There's farmland that's being developed into houses and apartments, and it's horrible.
Oh, you biscuit
Never leave home.
Asheville. She could go topless.
I don't think she would like it. No. I mean, we live here. We can be in Asheville in 30 minutes, but we avoid it at all costs. You know, we go to the outskirts, Arden and that kind of stuff. But as far as going into Asheville, it's dangerous.
Well,
it is bad.
Only the one and only time I've ever been there is when we
Who's
went
the
to
right
Biltmore.
people?
We drove into Biltmore, and which was a letdown, let me tell you. It's beautiful, but when I bought tickets to Biltmore, I thought, okay, you get to see the whole thing, but you don't.
No.
You have
it's
to
so
pay
expensive.
extra to see other parts. And I was just like, okay, I'm done.
Used to be $50 a ticket to get in there and go everywhere you wanted to go. And now it's almost $200 per person just to go in the house. But it's beautiful at Christmas.
It is beautiful. It is. And you get to go down on the
If
grounds
they ain't
and
got
see.
a roller coaster, then they ain't worth it.
No,
Right?
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Spend your money on Dollywood, not the Biltmore House, because you'll be a lot more happier.
I had some friends in Asheville, and his farm got, but not. I don't think it took. I just think it took half of his farm. It didn't take all of it.
Well, that's good. At least maybe they can rebuild.
Like I said, I've been there once, and I just went to Biltmore and then come out, and then, I mean, I never had time to really, didn't have, take the time to look around, really. I mean, I didn't. Jubilee, why don't you come up and tell us about it?
Yeah, come tell us what happened on your side of the mountain.
No, Biscuit Head, they're not. They're gone. They done hit the trail.
I've never been to the Biltmore.
They're gone.
It's beautiful.
I've been lost in Nashville before, and it was a beautiful place.
It was.
Yeah, it's pretty, but unless you're just like a city person that wants to go for the city part, the liberalism of it, your best bet's to stay to the outskirts of the surrounding counties, because that's still the country of Western North Carolina. That's still where you're gonna find people like me, normal people, good people. Our county where we live in Transylvania County, Brevard, North Carolina, if anybody's heard of that.
I've heard of Brevard. I think actually Gatekeeper.
I just go through North Carolina primarily to get to Myrtle Beach back in the day, but I don't even go to Myrtle Beach no more.
That's not a good place to
Can't
go
afford to. No, Myrtle Beach has got awful.
I used to love going to Myrtle Beach, but I heard it went down the hill.
It's very dangerous.
If y'all want to go summers where you can just let loose and have fun, go to Tybee Island.
Where's that at?
Yeah, it's in Georgia, isn't it?
It's the beach at Savannah.
Yeah.
Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's in Georgia.
You go through Savannah
and Panama City Beach. That's my favorite.
Well, I mean, Florida beaches like that they're good. They're still good, but it takes about the same amount of time to get to Tybee as you would have to get to Myrtle.
I could just listen to her talk all day long.
I know.
I love her little voice.
Well, thank y'all.
Well, yeah, don't do that. Do not tell your husband, do not do that SBA thing. Now,
no, he's not. Mm-mm.
There was a thing when we got our big flood. Well, when the neighboring county had a big flood, and they offered people in my area, businesses, like financial, not help like financially, money wise, but like
Amy or any thought,
like help like to build your business back up, like
a small business loan.
No, they didn't give no kind of loans, nothing. No, they didn't give no kind of grants or loans. Like they would give advisors to help you. And they gave me this guy that come in and he tried to turn my restaurant into a coffee shop. I said, no. He wanted me to take out a big loan.
That's why, yeah.
And wanted me to turn my restaurant into a coffee shop. When we've already got a daggone food truck coffee shops or coffee shops everywhere. He wanted me to turn into that. And because he had successful businesses and coffee shops. And I'm like,
well, that's him.
Good night, Nana. We love you. And we're praying for your daughter, baby.
Bye, Nana. God bless you.
Yes.
Oh, I love my Nana.
But I think people around here, they'll prosper. They'll be able to.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to start looking up now. We got some good results at the election last night. I think everything's starting to look up now.
Yes.
And I think
y'all
we can get back on our feet again, y'all. The gas prices is going to come down because pipelines are going to be opened up.
Cheryl, you're right about that.
And maybe some of the prices will come down on some of the stuff, Sadly, the part is that when things usually go up, they don't come back down when it comes to, prices on stuff. So,
yeah. But Trump's going to let us use all of our resources so we don't have to worry. about depending on other people and having to pay extra for them.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you know, Miss Chewy, you was talking about the lithium and the quartz and all that that's in this area. You know, I was skeptical at first about Elon helping out because of that, but in all actual, if you think about it, it's not going to do him no good to make a lot of people mad by taking their land to get their minerals. And he's got all the money he needs. He don't need that. I feel what he done was sincere.
Well, he was asked. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't like he come out and said, "Here," you know,
No,
because Trump
Trump
called
went
him.
and got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And told him, said,
I'll be
"Here."
right back. I gotta use the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta go pee.
Go pee.
I know what's TMI and y'all didn't want to know that. But I'll be right back.
Oh, you're good. We
Secretly,
country girl.
y'all, she's going to go
Listen,
do
y'all,
number
I just
2.
wanna
She just
say-
ain't telling us.
Everybody has a right, I guess, their own, to each their own, but I have a bad feeling about Elon, and I'm just going to lay it out there. But everybody can feel good about him all they want. But I don't know, there's just a bad feeling about him. It's not he's did anything or anything like that. I don't know. He scares me. He's too powerful. And having
Yeah,
Trump
he's
in his
out
pocket
there.
got even more
Yeah.
powerful. And that's what scares me the most is his power.
I get that. Yeah.
That scares me the most.
It's just,
Now he might be a clear, good person, but I'm always weary about people.
I like his
Man
mama.
has a lot of power. He is the richest man in the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. That's crazy, ain't
And
it?
he is buddied up with the president of the United States. And they're
At
buds.
least he's on the right side. You
Yeah.
know? I mean,
Yes.
He
but
could
you
be
have
in.
to be.
He could
That
be
is
in
very
China.
scary to me. It's very scary to me. I can't help it. I really
Well, you
don't
have
trust
to be
him.
wary.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather him be here than in China.
Yeah. Yeah.
I swear the fourth richest man in the country is his wife from China, and that's Mark Zuckerberg.
Is that the guy that owns Twitter?
Facebook.
Facebook.
No, Elon owns Twitter.
Yeah. And
He
Jeff
bought it.
Bezos owns Google.
Oh.
And I'm assuming YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's owned by Google. Yeah, because that's
And-
where you get your.
Have you guys got signs up around your town wanting people to join the Space Force?
No. Do you?
No.
Yes. It's like an army recruiting thing, but it's to join the Space Force. Elon Musk's Space Force.
No way.
I'm telling you the
Okay,
truth.
see, I'm freaking out now even more. He's recruiting y'all. Y'all got quartz in your blood. He's going to use you to put in the microchips. It's the end of the world. Him and Mark Zuckerberg. He's Mark
They're going to
Zuckerberg,
Mars.
the Jewish descent of the mark of the beast.
I don't know. I
I'm
don't
kidding.
get that feeling because I'm gonna tell you
I'm
something.
kidding, y'all. I'm kidding.
I
I'm
know.
just being a little crazy.
Last night,
That's crazy.
I know Jinkies was live, and I kept going back and forth and checking in on her and everything.
Where was you last night?
I was with Charlie Kirk.
I don't know who that is.
Charlie Kirk, he worked for Trump. He worked for the election committee. He was in charge of getting votes, basically. And he would go from college to college. I'm gonna show you a video of
Join
him.
the Space Force. That's scary.
I know.
Sorry,
right?
Miss
But
Julie.
that's okay.
Join the
But
Space
he would go to from college to college to try to get
I'm
the
listening. I'm
liberals.
gonna sit right here and go pee. I'm putting it on mute. Okay?
Go ahead.
But I'm listening. I can hear you. I can hear you. I just don't want you to hear me pee. Go ahead, talk.
I'm
I'm listening.
That's okay. I'm gonna show you. I know the one of him whenever he found out that he won. Um, got the presidency. Whenever I saw this kid, during that, he was alive. He was alive for 11 hours yesterday.
Golly.
But it was funny. He was doing but he when it finally come out, and he was like, okay, yeah, he did win, because he was skeptical. He wasn't skeptical. He was afraid because of 2020, because when everybody went to bed, everybody thought that Trump had won. And then when they got up, and it was like, oh no, he hadn't won. So he was afraid it was going to be something like that. But he worked for a long. Do you know who he is?
No.
He worked for a long time. Let's see. He would go to colleges and try to. Here he is. This is one of them. He would go to colleges and try to convince the kids there. You know how college kids are.
Yeah.
They all think that let's see. There it is. That that Trump is evil and wants to take everything from them.
The reason I'm
that's
registered
what-
as an independent is because a lot of the rhetoric around immigration or people in that community from the Republican Party and from Trump is particularly concerning to me, especially at the last rally. I know there was one of the speakers there compared Puerto Rico to a trash dump, something like that. One of my best friends, she's from there. I have family and friends who've gone there and have been to this place. They don't get representation in Congress. They still pay taxes, and to see them being treated like this and spoken of like this, it's concerning, because I don't know what kind of policies are going to be behind that rhetoric. So I'm asking, do you
So
have
how
any
much
thoughts
do you
on
know
that?
about the speaker that said that?
I know that he's a
That's
comedian.
Charlie Kirk.
Does that factor at all into that?
It does, but the fact that he was invited there in the first place and that he said this sort of stuff, it does
Yeah,
concern
I
me.
just think, okay, so let me ask you a question. It's not a hypothetical.
Okay.
Which one should matter more? A comedian making a bad joke, I agree, or a president calling Trump supporters garbage?
I think both are bad.
Which is worse?
I'd say the president.
Okay, I agree. So we totally have agreement. So thank you for that, because I think we've never had in American history a president, even during the Civil War, call this many Americans garbage. It's never happened in history.
That was
And he
pretty
said,
bad, wasn't
only garbage I see are his supporters, and he said that explicitly. Look, I don't know what to tell you other than it was a comedian at an event, but like.
I know y'all probably don't want to watch that, but that's Charlie Kirk. And he went to college towns. And while I was listening to he was live, like I said, 11 hours yesterday.
Mhm.
And I watched every bit of it. But him and it was three others, but he actually spoke at the rally at Madison Square Garden. But he whenever they announced, he finally, and it sunk into him that he did win. The kid cried.
Oh.
He cried and he praised God.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and
did the same
every
thing
one of
last
those fellas was praising God, because they knew that it was the hand of God, because God
Yes, ma'am.
spared Donald Trump.
Yes, ma'am.
He spared him because, I mean, that he should, by all means, he shouldn't be here.
No. They tried to get him.
Yeah,
They tried.
did.
But yeah, God definitely is watching over the United States. That's apparent.
And this kid, this kid just worked his buns off. But I mean, now grant you, he's got I think the third largest podcast on
So he
YouTube.
speaks to them, yeah.
Yeah.
So what did he just like go to campuses and kind of try to educate them a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit more?
he would set up tents. I mean, over and over and over and over again, different colleges, and he would answer the questions, you know, and he would give out MAGA hats.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's what needed to be done because the kids are only being taught what their raising is teaching them and what their environment is allowing. And college they're liberal. They're all about, finding your own life and your own voice. And if you follow the crowd and what everybody else is doing and you don't educate yourself or you don't have somebody there that's telling you the truth, then
right,
you're a lost person.
right.
Well,
It's just
good
like
for him.
Hey everyone, this is part of my conversation.
He is right up there with Tucker Carlson.
Who I love. Oh yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Tucker
Yeah,
gets
but
me fired up.
He is good friends with JD Vance.
Now that man, I believe he might even be the next president.
I think so too. I think so too. But did y'all hear Kamala's speech?
What'd she say?
She
I
set
can't watch
herself
it too
up.
long, y'all.
Yeah, her concession speech. You know.
Oh, from today,
Yeah.
I can't watch
Yeah.
it too long.
Come out there all smiley.
It was pretty much hinted that she was going to try to run again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
going to
she's-
happen.
No.
But she could have at least had the decency to come out and speak to her party. I mean, the people that was there. But that shows you
Right.
what kind
She
of
should have come out and told them, "Hey, there's not going to be an answer until in the morning. You guys go
Mhm.
home. I'll catch you in the morning."
Thank
But
you
they
for
knew.
your support.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Right. But they knew. They all knew. They were all. And have y'all seen some of those videos?
What
Of
of her finding out?
No, of the fans of her supporters finding out.
Yeah, crying.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? My life's over. I can't go to work because there's a
Right.
man president
I can't-
again. And
I can't. I'm going to be a slave tomorrow.
yeah.
Seriously?
Now that's just taking it a little too far.
Y'all, she's still as our vice president. I don't know. They might have something else up their sleeve. We need to be careful.
Well, she
They
can
might
still
have
do stuff.
We still thanks.
Until January 1st, her and
January
Doofus
5th.
got a lot of control still. So
Yeah, but the fact that we have the Senate and fixing to get the House.
Yeah.
Regardless of what she does, it can be fixed in January. Hopefully. But
Yes.
I don't know. I
Charlie
think she's
Kirk
gonna-
is self-educated. He's never been to college.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who?
Charlie Kirk.
Oh,
I'm telling you, you'd like Charlie Kirk if you start listening to him. But yeah. I got into politics real bad. Real bad.
Well,
lately.
you have to educate yourself to stuff like that, or you don't know
Right.
what's going on. I mean, like
He-
me, I don't vote because I don't know nothing about politics, and I don't know all them other people that's running and what they're doing and all that. And I'm afraid if I go vote for somebody and I don't know what they are or what they're about, and I vote them in, that could do more damage.
Right. Watch this one.
What would today be without some left-wing meltdowns? Because we gotta go there.
This is where the fun begins.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and
Yeah,
cries,
this one.
but this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what it means. my life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
They've lost their minds.
He's crying because his brother ain't coming over illegal.
Actually gonna win this day.
This guy.
I'm so pissed off.
White dudes for Harris.
We are back, baby. We are fucking back. We're back. Classic. We are back.
What would I be without some left?
Wow.
I mean, I don't know.
But I mean, that's how ignorant some people. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but that's the truth of it. You know,
Now
they.
that Trump's going to be president again, you think he's going to clear all the people that they restricted from flying because they was there at the in Washington D.C. that day when they stalked the Capitol building?
Oh yeah, I think all those people will be pardoned.
Yeah,
all the ones
guy,
in prison.
You know that guy that had that was a buffalo head? He was from before.
Was he?
January 6th, yeah.
Yeah. And oh yeah, she, they have to bring that up, man.
Well,
and
now that he's president, he won't go to jail, from my understanding.
Right.
He's gonna pardon. He's gonna pardon himself, and he's gonna pardon Biden's son.
Why Biden's son?
As a good faith, as just a good measure.
Yeah. That's
something.
Now Biden can pardon. He can pardon his own son still yet, but I believe Trump's going to do it as a good.
What is his son's charges?
Good faith.
Drugs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Hunter Biden.
Gosh. China.
Yeah.
Well, he don't need pardon. He needs to go in jail.
You know, there's so many people that he could go after.
Yeah.
So many people that he could go after. I mean, but I don't think he will.
Well, everybody, people are like, Trump's back in office. He's going to let all these criminals out. He's going to pardon this and then that one. Well, nobody that he's going to let out or would let out could be anywhere as bad as
that's what she did.
The cartel that they purged their prisons and sent over.
And he's not going to be putting in the parents of the truancy kids either.
Mm-mm.
No, that was crazy.
Yeah. And the no taxing on the Social Security and no taxing on overtime, and that's how America should be.
I need those glasses, don't I? Those thug life glasses. I don't know. I've never been one to really. This is the most I've ever been into politics. But
yeah, me too.
You guys, I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't realize, but yesterday will go in history books.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It'll be in history books
if
the world stands long enough,
Yeah,
it will, because I mean it was crazy.
Well, I tell you something else about Trump getting reelected. Maybe now no more of our history will be deleted.
Right.
You think about all them statues and all that stuff that was taken down. I mean, the Confederate flag, it might have been a symbol of racism at some point in time, but my family, they marched under that flag. That's heredity for me. That's my heritage.
Right.
It's
symbolism.
It's ignorance. Yeah.
Oh, I want you to tell everybody one other thing, Miss.
Yes, ma'am.
You were telling me about the displaced families right now. All the families that are displaced with children that are living in the campers. Tell them what they're doing to those people right now.
Now, some people have had DSS children's services.
Yeah.
Basically, if you don't have a physical address, a suitable home, then they are saying that your children do not need to be in that environment. They need power and running water and flushable toilets. And some have been taken with the county promising to keep them in state in foster until homes can be built back or other, I guess, moving, finding another place, whatever it takes. So that's another threat, that's coming on. But what's a person supposed to do?
Right. They don't have there's no power, there's no water, there's no kind of facilities to their property. All they have is a camper to live in. But yet that's not sufficient and you can't. Yeah. We're going to take your kids.
Yeah, because taking kids into the foster system is going to get the county money.
Right. Right. Well, we've heard enough people talking about that too.
Yeah, that's what it amounts to. It's not.
They get it from the state. The county gets it
Yeah.
from the state. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's not the well-being of these kids, because you can best believe that people's taking care of their families. Come hell or high water, they have to do. But to go in and jerk a youngin' out of what's left of their home and away from what's left of their family, how much worse can it get?
That's just horrible.
That's just horrible. That's why people's afraid to even come to step foot off of their property and even go to the wherever to get food or what they need to do, because they come back and there's a condemn sign, or they come back and what was left has done been scooped up with a dozer, or
Sounds to me
a
like
number
they're
of
still trying to
things.
push them out of there, though. That
Yeah,
sounds to me like they're being pushed out of there.
a lot of them are. A
For the
lot of
mines.
people
That's how
are.
it sounds to me like. There's no conspiracy theory. It's what's happening. It's not.
It
It's
is
more
what's
facts.
happening.
They're
I
being
knew
pushed
that.
out of there.
I knew that. Bring her out of the bushes.
Hey, Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
When they talk about children, honey, her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They're taking their kids instead of giving them a makeshift shelter until they can get something else in place for helping them.
Yeah.
Take their kids away from them.
Well, everybody around here's got a makeshift shelter that's in the affected areas. You got a whole town that's gone, the infrastructure, the water, the wells, the plumbing, the everything. What do they expect? Of course you're going to be living like you're in
You ain't got
1916.
nowhere else to live.
No.
Quit giving Ukraine all that money and give it to North Carolina,
Donald Trump
Georgia,
said last night in his
Tennessee.
speech that Ukraine, he ain't giving nothing left to them no more.
Well, I don't know how that'll go.
Well, you know what? You know what? If you really do the research on Ukraine and Russia, did you know that Russia let Ukraine use, the property, okay? That country. But they were supposed to give it back,
Yeah.
It wasn't, for them to keep all the time or whatever. It was on loan, basically.
Yeah.
And so Ukraine says, no, I ain't giving it back. So he says, "Yeah, you are too," and goes in. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I don't know. I
crazy.
mean, I know we're supposed to help Israel, and I'm all for that. I'm all for helping anybody, but you got to take care of
Oh, I'm gonna
yours
tell you,
first.
Israel is God's chosen people.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah. Israel, I mean, Israel is going to be whatever Israel needs, we have to help. We have to. We have to do. We have to protect God's
Yes, ma'am.
people. Just the way it is. Read the Bible. It tells you that.
But that's not the Ukraine, is it?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No. She was just talking about giving money, and and Israel takes care of themselves.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
they take that. It's not like we're giving Israel. You know,
Well, all they really asked for was like equipment,
right,
stuff to fight with, and
right. I mean, we don't give them like the money like we give Ukraine, and we just keep giving Ukraine money, keep giving it, keep giving it, keep giving it.
Mhm.
Yeah, God said so. Exactly,
Joey,
Sharice.
can
God says,
I talk about something real quick?
yeah.
We will be doing the Christmas tree at the mall this year on December 7th.
Good.
Spirit Miss, you're welcome to come and join us, honey.
Well, we just might now that we can get there because we
Yeah.
were really going to try to come to last year's. Because I really want to meet y'all.
Oh, we love
I
you.
really would
But
love to see you and Biscuit Head, all y'all up in here.
yeah,
That'd be so great. I need a lot of help this year. I'm having a little bit of struggle with getting it all organized up.
yeah.
I'm just doing the mall for now. There is a thing it's going on in my town in one of our parks that it's a Christmas tree contest, and you decorate a Christmas tree, and if the tree wins, you win a prize. And I thought, well, if I won the prize, we could either go out and buy a bunch of gifts for kids and hand them out, or we could donate it to like the children's home or something in Pigeon Forge. But wouldn't it be cool is to put one of our Christmas trees up there?
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
bet you
yes.
Win a
place. I
prize.
bet you will place for sure.
Yeah. I know it's in Kentucky and it's not, but Summer's tree is going up at the Fort Henry Mall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wish we
Let's
could
get
get it out
awareness
in.
out.
I wish we could get it out in the mall. I wish it wasn't over in the.
The movie theater has more foot traffic. Have you been in that mall lately?
No, yeah,
There's
it's
not a
dead.
lot
Ain't
of. It's kind of
That's
dead.
true.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
true.
like to get it over in Johnson City Mall.
Yeah.
At the one time,
Or
Chivley
the.
actually mentioned getting it over there, but I think you have to pay for like the kiosks to do it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of money to rent a space to put it in there. You know,
Down here in Morristown would be nice too.
that's true.
That's a.
I was just down there in that mall the other day with Big Mama. But
Yeah, I've seen that.
We seen you.
but
Oh my goodness.
but yeah, I actually I would love to. Johnson City Mall is more popping, I think, but I never checked into it. Chivley was going to. I kind of just blew it off because it's easier just to use the one at the mall and Kingsport. I don't know. But I think the Kingsport Mall is the only thing I'm going to be doing far away distance for me because
you got a lot going on.
Yeah, you
November is a very busy month. Like I got to wake up early in the morning and do a big giant catering for a wedding tomorrow. And I got to.
Oh wow, they're getting that's wild. A wedding in the middle of the week. That's crazy,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I know she had it on Thursday. I asked her why. She's like, she just wanted it on a Thursday.
H. Davis, she has company.
Who's her company?
Sherry.
Who she got?
I don't know who it is, but I talked to her earlier today, and she had.
I talked to her earlier, and she got a phone with me early. It was not normal like Sherry.
And what that worries me.
Yeah. Fox. She likes to talk.
They want to call him.
I know who that is. That's Miss Daisy.
Yeah, that was funny when y'all went riding around Jinkies and Daisy had that mask on, meowing at
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. She's on the phone right now. Yeah, that was funny. I think Daisy was hoping that it was Jason. Was it Jason Voorhees? Is that who it was?
One with the hockey mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's going to be on December 7th. It's a Saturday. And I'm going to advertise a little bit more about it. I really just need some people to help me with it more than anything.
Well, you know I'm in.
If I can get there, I'll definitely help you.
Yeah.
I'd be grateful to help
I
you.
need to get some pictures, some more pictures of some of the newer kids that's missing so I can get them on the tree.
We need some frame. We got to get some frames too.
They still got the tree that you got loads to donate. And if y'all think if you want to find a place down there to put it, we could put that one up down there. He put it at the YMCA last year. I think he said he was going to, he said they probably would let him do it again this year too. I don't know.
I have to.
I've got one that Lori donated, 2 actually, and I'm thinking I'm going to put one of them. I asked Lori if it's okay if I put one of them trees as the decorated tree for the competition.
Yeah.
One of them's a 6-foot purple tree, and then there's an 8-foot green tree with purple lights.
Now that's the one I'd like, the green one with the purple lights.
I'm not sure how big they will let you get though at this competition. I have to get the competition.
Yeah.
More information for the competition.
I got you. 8 foot is usually just a normal size tree. I hope it'd be good because I bet that one's pretty.
That tree at the mall that we did last year is 8 foot.
Yeah,
that was pretty.
I thought it was bigger than that, didn't you?
No, that was about right. Because Chillbilly put her on
his shoulders.
Yeah.
He's 6 foot. And she still had to reach up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I gotta get it all out and go through it all and organize it. And then I've got enough decorations to decorate 2 trees. I got enough decorations. Yeah, 2 trees. Because that's the tree that was at the YMCA and the tree at the mall. But I want to change up the decorations a little bit. That's, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, you always have to have fresh. That's just like I always have to buy something new for my tree every year.
Yeah.
To add to it.
Yeah.
But I need to make a trip to Hobby Lobby. But I'm broke. I ain't got no money, so.
Well, no, we're gonna get them. You know, people like to give the decorations to put on them as a symbol of help. And everybody wants to be a part of something, and this is their way of being a part of something. And every ornament that they give, we put on the tree. We was putting ornaments every place you could possibly put.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
There was so many for that one at the mall. It was and so many the handmade ones were so pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty. And it was so full.
It was so full. It was beautiful. It was
Well,
beautiful.
God bless you for doing that because
Well,
that
then I'm
hits
sure she'll do
so much.
a. Are you going to do a wish list?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a wish list because now that we're going to be doing the decorating the one, you'll have to come to Harlan and help me decorate it
I will.
because you
I
can see your
will.
grandbaby then
Yeah.
and your potential granddaughter.
I know. I know.
I seen Maggie the other
Oh.
day. That little belly's just a poaching out. She's so
Oh,
cute.
she is, and she is the best mama. Did
That's
y'all saw his Halloween costume, didn't you?
No, show us.
Oh my gosh, you didn't see it?
No.
Oh my Lord. Y'all,
Chewy loves them grandbabies.
Oh, I can't wait to be a grandma one day.
Me too. How many kids you got,
Let me
Spirit
see.
Fest?
We just got one, and he's 28. But
He needs
he's
to get
not
on a
been
blog.
married. That's what I told him. But, Jinkies, he told me, he said, Mama, he said, really? He said, I don't know if I want to bring a youngin' into this world the way that it is.
Yeah.
And that's sad. But
Well, I can understand it though.
That's true.
Let me get this picture cropped up here. Y'all.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can get you can see it right there. Let me make myself big.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you a couple actually. Get it back
Oh,
here.
that's so cute.
The He-Man Woman Haters Club. And let's see.
Oh.
Look at this one.
Oh,
He's beautiful, ain't
And this one.
Oh, how old is he now?
He won't be 2 until May.
How's that?
Okay.
She's pregnant not too long ago. For him, feels like.
Yeah.
He's
my
beautiful.
gosh. Neil man.
They'll be 22 months apart.
Oh,
But
they got married, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, they did.
That's
But
good.
yeah, he was alfalfa, so
That's so cute.
he,
He's the apple of your eye, ain't he?
oh my god. Oh my god. They all are. They all are. But
Yeah.
that girl, I get pictures all day long.
That's cool.
Now this is my daughter-in-law, y'all. It's not my daughter. But she sends me pictures, sends me videos all day long. Every day.
Do you just kiss
You
his
know.
face off when you get a hold of him?
Oh my gosh, yes. And he is
What does
he's the
Gatekeeper say
sweetest.
about him?
Oh Lord, he
bet.
loves him. He's his buddy. He's his buddy. But yeah, he is. And the kid though, I mean, he's her daddy's only grandchild. So they are, and her aunt and everything.
Oh,
they
he
all
is.
live. They all live right there together. So
Yeah.
he is just spoiled rotten.
Mm-hmm.
Her
Spoiled
mom came to
rotten.
the restaurant not too long ago.
Yeah, that's another story. No comment. No comment. But anyway, yeah,
I'm sorry for
we're
changing there.
gonna have a little granddaughter in March. So we're and her name is Finley Blake.
I like that.
Finley. Yeah. And some people don't like it, but I was like, it's different. I like it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
And
it.
Biscuit Head especially loves Blake because Blake is her youngin's name.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a super sweet guy too.
Hey, Miss Chewy, did you see that name that's the first name on my account on the Facebook? Starts with a B.
Yes.
Do you know how to pronounce that?
I didn't know whether you want me to or not.
That's my husband. It's pronounced Brian.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it
I would
come from a
never dreamed
Louis
that.
L'Amour. It come from a Louis L'Amour book. It's a German name, and nobody can say it. They're
Right.
afraid to try.
I, that's just like my real name. My real name. People are afraid to try my real name too. But it's like, huh. But no, I thought it was probably something like Brianna or something.
Yeah,
When I
it's
seen it.
It's Brionnne, and yeah, people don't know how to say it because you
Well,
just
once you
never
think about it, that does sound right, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that though.
Yeah, a lot the older names, a lot of people are starting to bring them back, naming their youngins.
Yeah, I used to get text messages from Biscuit Head's grandson.
Well,
It's funny because we'd text and I'd say, I gotta, because sometimes, you send each other, funny stuff and probably funny stuff that wouldn't be appropriate for an 8-year-old. And so I was like, well, I better think twice before I send you, which I don't send her anything nasty or anything like that. I just don't, but it's just something you wouldn't want an 8-year-old to see, It's funny.
well, Miss
Oh,
Chewy, I'm gonna drop down. I've got to go to the restroom.
okay,
But
Spirit Miss. Thank you
thank
so
you
much for
for
coming up and sharing with us.
thank y'all for
Spirit Miss, just call
listening.
me and talk to me. I like hearing your voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
sweetest little twang.
Well, thank you.
But you're welcome
But
up anytime.
yes, ma'am, I appreciate that, and thank y'all. I'll be down in chat.
Okay, honey.
I
Thank
wish
All
the
you.
right.
best for you, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jinkies. I do for you too, and hopefully you'll get to keep your restaurant if God sees that's
Oh, my
your
restaurant's
prayer.
doing good now. It's doing
Yes,
better.
ma'am.
It is doing better.
Good.
Yeah, yeah,
Good.
it's doing
No
better.
coffee
And I'm
shops.
hoping once we get a little bit of our president gets in there a little bit and lowers the gas prices a little bit, maybe some of the other stuff will come down too.
It
Yeah.
will. It will. All right, ladies. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Bye
My
bye.
darling. To have her
She is so
get a
sweet.
picture and tree skirt plus a few extras. I need to meet up with you. He's adorable. Yeah.
Good night,
Juju,
sweeties.
do you want to help us this year at the Fort Henry? You and Bobby, like last year? I would be thrilled to have you there with us. It's going to be on December 7th.
What is that on Saturday?
It is a Saturday, yeah. I want our old crew, the same crew we had. They're doing it.
Oh yeah, and anybody else that wants to join too can come.
Yeah,
Anybody else that
yeah.
wants to come
I wish we could go kidnap Biscuit Head.
Oh no, I'd love it. I would love it. I'd pray that she
We get her some peaches and bananas.
She'd like that. Yeah, I would give anything if she would feel like it. I know how we could get her here if she felt like it. That's the thing. If she felt like it, her son would go get her. He lives in Mount Juliet, and that's just that's not that far from me. So yeah, pretty close to Nashville.
No, she ain't that far away from us, though.
She's in Memphis.
How far is Memphis?
It's all the way across the state.
Let's see. Hold on. How far away is Memphis?
Memphis, Tennessee is about 481 miles away by car.
7 hours.
Yeah.
Biscuit head.
Oh, look at her. Yeah, she Biscuit Head struggles really, really bad with neuropathy. Her feet are bad, really, really, really bad.
I'm sorry.
And she is in a lot of pain, y'all. Some days it's like I can always tell when she's having a really bad day because I don't hear from her.
Yeah.
And when I don't hear from her, I know it's bad. And I just try to pray for her.
Chewy, you've only been on 2 hours. It feels like you've been up forever.
I know. It's been like,
You've only been on 2 hours.
Yeah. I tell y'all, I was up until, God, what time was it this morning? Oh, I can't remember. It was around 3 or 4. Around 4, I think. And then I finally went to sleep because I was so wired up. I'm telling you, y'all, I was so wired. And then I got up around 10 something. So it's like, shoo. I'm feeling it though.
I was up last night about 4.
Yes, it does, Spirit Miss.
Literally, when I closed my live down last night, I was laying on the couch, about to fall asleep. And Short Legs and Darren were up there flirting.
I saw that.
Yes, it was pretty. I was like, what? Did you see it? And then I was like, Hash Brown's going to get them.
Yeah, sorry. It's complex regional pain syndrome. It's the same thing. Hash Brown has it, and she has, and you remember that story I did on that little girl that lived in Florida, Maya, that lived with pain as a little girl, such severe pain that she couldn't walk and stuff, and her mother would keep trying to tell people that she was sick, and then she got accused of Munchausen by proxy to the point that she unalived herself to ensure that her daughter got help.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what Biscuit Heads has too.
Wow.
Yeah. It's bad. But yeah, it's this time change too. It's like Spirit said, it's just I hate it.
Oh, no,
I hate it.
it's
You turn
technically
around
11 o'clock right now.
and my dogs are ready to go to bed at 5 o'clock.
Logan's in there in the bed right now. He's not been feeling good though. He's sick. Why? Never mind. I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
I seen him driving. Oh my gosh, he's doing good though, ain't he?
Oh yeah, he's driving really good.
Good. I'm glad Mama calmed down.
Okay, Juju.
Love you, Juju.
It's like I deal with all the hard stuff. I have to deal with the hard stuff. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Sorry, Chewy.
It's okay. It's okay. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. And we're here to help you pray. We love Logan. We've all got to know Logan, you know?
I know.
But it's
hard for me. I gotta keep some stuff off of YouTube though.
Well, you need to. Everything don't need to be there.
And sometimes I just want to, because you all are my peoples, my tribe. It's hard not to, but people use stuff against you, and they twist it. And make it, yeah.
And it's so sad.
That's true.
So sad.
They twist it.
Yes. Logan is our kid too.
Oh, I know.
That's what we and
He's been had a runny nose and a fever tonight.
Oh, y'all, that just I got. I got to show y'all something. I got to show you, and I was
Okay,
waiting
show.
till the last, but H. Davis has brought it to my attention, so I'm going to share it with y'all.
Let's see.
I gotta send it to my other email though, because it won't let me show it on that email for some reason.
Thanks very much.
Give me just 1 second. Oh, right there it is. Hold on just a second. You remember me telling you about the story? Did you ever watch that live?
I didn't get a chance to yet. No.
Oh, good. That's all right. That's all right. I'm just asking because, let me go back. Because, let me forward it to there. All right, now let me go to that email so that I can bring it up because.
Yeah, make sure she's only got 21 likes. Y'all hit that like button real quick. That helps bring her algorithm up so people knows that she's online and stuff. Hit that.
Yeah, I
hit
need
that
it
like button, guys.
because I don't have nothing no more. It's just like,
Well, I had
Where I
50
took-
people in my chat the whole night. 50 and 60 people.
well,
in
you
my
were
chat.
going up. You were going up with some big stuff happening, woman.
I know. But the thing is it was a good live still yet.
Yeah, and I'm sorry.
No, it was a good live. But y'all hit that like button on Chewy's. Get them likes up so her algorithm will come up.
Okay, so
There they
here
come.
we go.
I see them coming now.
Thank you.
Come on, guys.
Okay, let me share the screen
Don't lie.
again because you all.
Juicer, come on, please.
All right, let me share the screen. Here we go. Let me get this off the screen. Okay, I'm not the best reader in the world.
Hey, Tracy Ludwig.
Here we go. You want to read it? Here. Why don't you read it, Jinkies? You're better than I am.
Me?
Yeah.
You read it better than me. I'm not very
The
good at it.
Smell in the Night, a Halloween
Listen
story.
at you.
Authors are Miss Chewy, H. Davis, Lori Shortlegs, and Auntie Sherry. The illustrations are by Miss Brandy Overstreet, aka Bubbles. Okay, there was a big old black painted house at the end of the road with a little old lady that always wore a pointy hat. She was always working outside in her garden. The kids riding their bikes would ride as fast as they could away from the house if they saw her outside. This old lady, who looked like she had a pointed hat, she had many children come to her house and she gave them treats and candy and stuff because in all actuality, she loved children because she never had one. So this old lady went to the haunted house and saw a clown. And she ran, but the clown started to chase her. And she ran and ran and she ran and she hollered, "Ah! Real monsters." So she turned around and she ran back home. Now, this is a story that we're all pitching in together, okay? So this old lady went to the house and saw a clown. And she did always, so she turned around and ran back home. So one day I decided I was going to go to the house, said Miss Chewy. So slowly I snuck around the house and crept up to the front steps, and I peeked into the window, and I couldn't hardly see, but slowly my eyes adjusted until there was a stove and there was a big fire, and it was like a huge oven, and she was standing there with her pointed hat on, and it was like I was mesmerized. I just couldn't help but just to watch her. She was standing there with her pointed hat, and she was stoking the fire and showing in the wood and throwing coal in it. And I looked to the left. Now, Jeannie, I swear, me talking this story doesn't do it justice. But you got to look. We're all dressed up in Halloween costumes, and we're taking turns adding to the story. It was absolutely hilarious. But Miss Brandy Overstreet took the time to print the whole story out. And look at the illustrations. See, there's the wolf in the old house. And there's Lori Shortlegs.
There's Lori Shortlegs. That's cute.
Yeah, Lori ends up falling in a like a hole.
I just told her to come over. She's on her way over.
And getting good. And getting covered with poo. And there's vomit. And there's this story is hilarious. I sent it to you by email.
I didn't get a chance to read it.
It's okay. But there's monkeys, there's crickets. H. Davis, he ended up being a cricket wrangler.
Cricket wrangler.
It's funny. It is so funny. I mean, there's the crickets. But Brandy outdid herself. But there's all the little monkeys in the trees.
She is so talented.
Yes,
there's Lori.
Is.
There's Lori.
Come on, Lori. I'm going to put you a link out. You can come up.
There's little Lori. I got to go pee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I took a water pill.
I could tell. But, it's just, there's H. Davis dressed as Batman wrangling the crickets. We have to get the crickets, H. Davis. There he is.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Hey. So it's up to you, H. Davis. You have to make sure that they're all going to listen. Lori Shortlegs, you have to control the monkey, the skeletons.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was so fun. So fun.
I had to put on my acting skills that night.
But I think Brandy absolutely outdid herself.
Yeah, thank you.
I've got a new version of it because she done some modifications on it, some editing. Let's just say she did some editing on it. Hey, Dumpling. Love you, Dumpling. Yeah. You're fine, honey. I understand. But look at there you are as the cricket wrangler. I just think there's the monkeys. And that's supposed to be me, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish. I'd even take the teeth. And there you are.
Oh my! That's me. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's Lori.
Wow.
You coming up, Lori? And there's
Oh, wow.
Auntie Sherry. But y'all, I've got to figure out. It is a. I might be able to just post it. Post it as a link for people to go to look at. But I got to. But it is just. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. I read the whole thing when she sent it to me. She sent me a text message and told me, she says, "I have a surprise for you." And she sent that to me, and I'm telling you, I cried first of all because she thought enough of me to do it, and then, oh my gosh, read it, and I laughed and I laughed and laughed all over again. It's just so, she's just so sweet. The Little Monkey with Praying Hands. Let's see. Let me see that one. Is it in that picture? I'm telling you. Lori, are you? Oh, yes, I seen that one. Isn't that so sweet? That's the one where it says, "Miss Chewy, please save me."
Yeah.
That was so funny. I am busy right now, but I am listening. That was so sweet, Bubbles. Yeah. Okay. So Lori can't come up, but yeah, we had such a good time. Such a good time. So what we're gonna do now next week, Lord willing, and she feels like it, we're gonna have special guest Biscuit Head on panel. I gotta help her get her new computer set up. But yeah, Biscuit Head is supposed to join us next week. So I'm so excited for that, y'all. And anybody else that wants to come up, because I'm going to tell y'all are in for a treat because she is a hoot. She is such a hoot.
I love her.
Yeah, I know. She is.
I love her. She's a sweetie. I love you guys. Y'all are all just beautiful. It's very peaceful over here.
Yeah,
I love you too, chat. Y'all, if you're just coming in, hit that like button. Got to get that algorithm up for our Miss Chewy.
Please, please do.
Did you hit the like button, H. Davis?
Oh, I think I was the first one. I'm not
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
That like
Lori
button is
said,
important because that helps Miss Chewy out, and it's a free way to help her out. You don't have to give her no money in this fight. Just help her out. I mean, not saying don't give her money because she can probably, y'all. I'm saying, I mean, if you don't have anything to help her with at all, hitting that like button is a great way to help her out.
Yeah, like, and commenting. Comment if you're watching it later. You're on the replay crew.
We're almost
Just
up to 30.
commenting.
We're almost up to 30 likes.
Yay! Yay! Thank you so much.
That's something you got to push, Chewy, because once you're out, it'll help you get your algorithm up. So YouTube will start showing your videos more out and showing your live. Lori didn't even know you was live, and she subscribed to you. So it'll start showing your videos out more if you keep your algorithm up at least over 100. But right now, I think your target right now would be 50.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Get that algorithm up, and then more people will come over and hang out with you because people want to come over here and hang out with you. It's just they don't know your life.
Right.
Because YouTube hides you unless your algorithm's up.
Miss Chewy, you know on the road it will say stop ahead. Well, today I grabbed Martin's forehead. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, well, in an English accent, y'all. I said, it said stop ahead. He said, "What in the hell are you?" I get it. Y'all get it?
Oh, I was on mute. I didn't know that. Talking to myself on mute.
That's so funny. But yeah, I was coming back and forth watching you last night. I just want you to know that.
I know you was.
And I hit like, but I was
I
just
totally understood where people were going on their own channels to watch. I just wanted to discuss it while we was watching it. And I thought
right.
that'd be a great way to discuss
It was. You
the
did good.
election while people watch it. And it was a lot of people. We had Lori come up there, her and Darren, and try to make a porno show.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Y'all didn't say that. Look her. Look, Lori did.
Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you, sweet darling.
And did you know that
That is so sweet
memberships
of
are
you.
straight cash to you? That don't go to YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That is just that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Let's
Thank
see
you
who
so
got
much,
it,
Lori.
Siri. Who got the membership?
Oh,
Nikita Marine,
I got to go. I
Jackie,
can't see it.
Tam,
gotta go to
120
YouTube.
acres, Biscuit Head. Oh, wait a minute. Fauna Cheeseman, 120 acres, Tam, Jackie, and Nikita.
Yay! Good job. Thank you so much. Let's see. I wonder. I may have some to give away.
You know, I haven't given mine away yet.
Oh, I do.
She said, "No, it wasn't. I ate a
do.
banana." The way you eat that banana for Darren, Lori, and then you ask him to eat a peach for you, and then he got it. I put him on top of you on the panel, and he stood up, and you leaned backwards.
Jinx
We
is
seen that
coming.
porno show. That was funny, though. It was pretty funny.
I'm gonna give 5 away, and then next week I'll give the other 5.
I'm already a member.
Yeah, you got one. You got one last time, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Who got
Oh,
them?
Miss Ann got it. Broke one wing.
Aw.
Horsewoman, Nana Butterfly, and Rapunzel. Hey, everybody in the bushes. Good to see you. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please,
I love my
subscribe.
broken wing.
Please subscribe. I do too.
My broken
I haven't
wing.
seen her in a while.
I neither. Well, she talks to me almost every morning. She messages me.
Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet. But ain't it funny though when you start giving out those? It lets you know people that's in the bushes.
It does.
I love it, and I love to watch it. Whenever you're watching somebody's channel, and some of the people that are not so big fans.
Oh,
get gifted
Yeah.
the memberships. It's just like, well,
Yeah.
I like to see it going to people that really want it, but it brings out the stalkers sometimes.
Yeah.
Not saying you guys are stalkers. You all are wonderful, and I'm so thankful to have you here, and I appreciate you so much. And I don't know why Miss Bubbles. She has to not have her gifting set right, because she never gets one, and she's been wanting one for a long time, and it doesn't allow me to hand them out personally, so it's just whatever YouTube wants to do. She said, "I promise I did, Mama Chewy." But I just don't know why. Because I know sometimes I I'll give memberships to people that I haven't watched. I've never watched before. Nowhere near their channel. I used to get them for Daisy all the time. Every time I turn around, I was getting one for Daisy. And I don't go to Daisy no more because she don't want me there. But that's okay. That's okay. I still pray for her. Jinkies is being very, very quiet, y'all. She's texting.
Scrolling.
Well, you're scrolling through the Iranians. Are you still really hooked on them, or are you getting away from them?
I am hooked on like one or two of them that I won't leave. The one that's actually believable and it's not fake, I like them. I like there's a master I watch, his family, and he's actually taking the money from the YouTube and fixing his house up with it. And people love watching the building. So
right.
And he's actually fixing his home up, and they send stuff to him and his kids, and you're watching his kids start to thrive and do good after they were so poor and broke. But he had a home that was just so poor they couldn't make ends meet. Just for some meat the other day, they went to the store and bought some meat. They bought like a goat's leg. It cost $30 for the meat. Meat is so expensive over there. That's why they eat all that rice and stuff.
Look at the goat wrangler.
Who's that supposed to be?
It's H. Davis. He was dressed up as a
Batman.
As Batman, and he was wrangling the crickets. There he is too. See there he's a cricket wrangler. And there's the monkeys. All the monkeys. You have to read the story. I swear. You'll like it if you read it. You'll laugh because and you just see there I am.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. And there's H. Davis.
That's cute.
And you should have seen Lori. Oh my gosh, she looked absolutely amazing, beautiful that night. There she is. Look at her. And Auntie Cherry.
She does, don't she, Lori? Well, Miss Sherry, I think I'm gonna get off here and watch an Irani show.
Well, that's fine. That's
go anyway,
that's
'cause I gotta
fine.
make-
I
I'll catch
appreciate
y'all
it.
I'm a little sleepy. They put me to sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got phone calls I gotta make.
Well, I appreciate it.
I love
appreciate you
you.
coming up.
Thanks for letting me
I
come
love
up.
you too. I appreciate you.
And I definitely pray
know.
for everybody that's going through all this hard time over in North Carolina. And I hope things are going to start changing now and maybe they can get some sort of a relief. I wish I could help more, but I'm 3 and 4 hours away from them. And, I would love to do something more, but it's kind of hard not knowing what to do, being that far away from somebody. I would take in kids. I wouldn't take care of a few kids for people, you know what I mean?
Right.
It'd be hard, but to give them a nice little home to live in till their parents get on their feet, I wouldn't care to. Got an extra bedroom.
You got such a good heart, woman.
I wish I had a better one because I haven't did enough for anybody. I feel like I haven't did enough.
Well, that's what makes you have such a good heart. There's so many people think that they do so much, but they don't do it. No. You know what I mean? They just
well,
if they do one thing, It's just like I was having a conversation with a beautiful lady that I care a lot about today on a telephone. She's having a really, really, really hard time. Really hard time. And I was trying to talk to her and, lift her spirits and just lend an ear, And she was talking about, people, not helping or people helping and then wanting to make sure that they get paid for it or no,
Yeah.
she was talking about having somebody help her,
Yeah.
but she was going to make sure that they got paid. And I told her, I said, sometimes people just want to help,
Yeah.
not
You're never supposed to
expecting.
block your blessing.
Right.
Never.
So don't stop people from helping because you don't have the money to pay them when they want to help you.
Yeah.
When they offer it, you take it.
Sometimes you have no
take it.
choice,
Right. And if you're at the point to where, I mean, God's sending this person to help you, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But he sent that person for you. And I pray that you just take it. So, y'all, I'm talking about Lady 7-Up. Lady 7-Up's having a really bad time right now. And her husband's in the hospital. He,
Right.
And she's living in that camper, waiting because they moved her trailer out and they're getting ready to move her new house in. But now she's living in that camper. She had two of her dogs ran off. She couldn't catch them, so they're just running all over the neighborhood. Her husband's in the hospital. I mean, she's just having a real hard time right now. And so when you guys pray for Lady 7-Up, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, to be blessed, you got to allow people to bless you because God uses those people to do his work. Exactly.
Yeah. That's true.
Spirit Mrs. Y'all are making a difference in the world. You are keeping these babies' names and faces out there, and y'all are praying. Thank y'all for all you do. I so want to do more, y'all.
Me too.
Y'all,
Yeah.
you guys, if I have one obstacle and that obstacle doesn't, and I'm trying to not be so.
We know. Don't even say it. We know.
I would do so much, y'all. But
it's not time for you to do it right now, Chewy. You got things you have to do right now to take care of your obstacles. And
and no, y'all please. I love my obstacle.
yes. But he needs you. Your obstacle needs you right now. And that's where you're needed.
Yes.
And God knows that.
But what I get so upset about is that he gets aggravated. He gets so aggravated so easy. That's just like when you was live the other night. And on those pictures, those videos that people claiming it was summer, which God knows it was not summer. Yeah. But I thought, okay, I can do this. He was asleep. He was laying beside of me, snoring away, sleeping away.
Did anybody ever find out anything about them pictures?
I don't know. But as soon as I started talking, he was like, who you talking to? Who you talking to? I was like, daggone it. and I had my earbud hooked up to my to my computer, and I had my microphone up here to my mouth, and I was trying to talk really low, and everybody was saying, "We can't hear you. We can't hear you." And I was just like, I was trying to be quiet, but then finally he wouldn't shut up, so I just told y'all he being a butthole. So yeah, but yeah, so y'all pray for me that my obstacle would be more understanding. Because I'm telling y'all, I would be going live a lot. I would be going live a lot. I would be going out in the community, and I would be doing so much more. But he needs me. He needs me, so that's what I got to do right now. And if he's listening, oh, there he is. You are a bow. I knew it. Y'all, he's going to be so mad at me. I just wish he would be more understanding about me, but he gets mad and says I don't talk to him. But we're together 24/7.
God has you there for him right now.
Yes.
And that's all you need to be doing.
Yes, I agree. I agree. But I just,
For now, and then maybe once he gets a little better.
I want him to be, you know what? I want him to be able to do it with me.
Yeah, because he's going to get better.
Yes, that's what I tell him.
It's not going to be long. He'll be back on his feet again and going. Then he can take care of you a little bit then.
I'm being too loud. He tells me I'm too loud. He says the whole neighborhood can hear me.
So he's got too good a hearing.
He can hear you. He's in chat. He's talking to us. So.
I know. I see him in there. I see.
Yeah.
His hearing's too good. I'm louder than she is, gatekeeper.
But yeah, he says, I'll get text. Turn it, just tone it down in there. Tone it down in there. I'm like, oh. I get so excited. It's like last week. We had so much fun.
This is fun. This is socialization that you can do and still stay home and hang out with him and do this too. It's fun stuff. It's like our family. I went in there to check Logan's temperature just a minute ago. He's good.
Oh,
so I think I'm just going to sit here and watch me in a rainy movie real quick.
Yeah, there's one we watch usually every night when we go to bed. We watch it.
Which one?
The Purines.
Did you see the Nargis and Mohammed the other day when Nargis acted like that she didn't even know if that kid was hers or not, and she didn't know if it had been buried or not?
No. I've got away from them. After what she did with her oldest kid.
That's her oldest kid. Everybody was calling her out and saying, "We seen your daughter. We know she's not dead." She went up and acted like it was another person's kid. And it looked just like her kid.
Right.
That kid is spot on her kid.
She's autistic, isn't she? The oldest one?
No, I think that oldest kid is deaf. She can't talk.
Deaf. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she's probably Mohammed.
They're all Mohammeds. Even the new baby's deaf. You know the new baby's deaf, right?
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the new baby's deaf. And she's trying to say that her ex-husband's uncle was deaf, and that's why the new baby's deaf. She had to hide the little girl because she's deaf, and everybody would realize that she's Mohammed's baby daughter. So that's why she got rid of the little girl and not have her in the videos.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. I was talking about that story, about us doing that story, and everybody wants to do that again. I told Gatekeeper he needed to come up because You talk about somebody that could come up with some stuff to add to the story. It'd be crazy. And you would too. You would be a good
I
one.
would add obscene stuff, Miss Chewy. You know me. And y'all know it. They'd be eating bananas. Look what I've did to Lori Shortlegs.
I know. You have
I've created a monster with Lori Shortlegs. She keeps a fresh supply of bananas at all costs.
Well, to tell you the truth, Jinkies, I say Gatekeeper could probably give you a run for your money on that.
I challenge him. I challenge him.
Yeah, he says some stuff that makes me laugh so hard sometimes.
I challenge him. Challenge you,
Gosh.
Gatekeeper.
Y'all get it shut down.
I'll have him eating a banana by the end of the story. I really just love bananas, y'all. That's the whole truth of it all. I love to eat bananas. Bananas are my favorite fruit. I've been craving oranges lately, though. I'd like to have me some
You
big
know
oranges.
what? That reminds me. I've got two pieces of fruit in there that I'm gonna go try. Gatekeeper has never eaten any pomegranate, so I bought him a pomegranate, and I'm gonna go cut it. And the reason he's been, because the Iranians eat pomegranate like crazy.
They do, but they grow there
grow
like
'em.
crazy. And they're eating oranges and apples right now, though, like crazy. It's like they go into season. Like they just got out of grape season, but grape season, they was growing their own grapes. Then they went into pistachio season, mountain pistachios. Now they're going
I
into
know they're so little, ain't they? And they're them little kids just cracking them things, eating them.
They grind them too and make like bread and stuff with them. I want to make some of that.
Tell me something. You know that curd that they have, and then they put it in those bottles, and then they It's like a rice pudding or something they make in it.
It's a buttermilk, and they dilute that down, and then they pour it in the rice. It's like milk and rice type, buttermilk and rice.
No, Cheryl, it's not those hairy fruit. Those hairy fruit are kiwi.
Right now, their fruit of choice is pomegranate, orange, and apples. But they have like different seasons of fruit. I guess whatever's in. They just got out of
Sometimes
their
they have those
watermelon stage.
Is it like not a nectarine, but a
figs?
It's like a plum. Is that those things they're pulling off trees, figs?
Right now they're doing acorns.
Those long things.
Yeah, they're acorns.
Those long things are acorns?
Yes, they're acorns before they get hard. And they put them on the fire and roast them and eat them.
Because I seen one of them, she was on top of the house and she was getting them off the trees. I thought, what's the figs look like? Because I thought it was figs.
Figs are just little round fuzzy balls.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I saw them now.
And they eat the fire than figs. Figs is more in the summertime. You very seldom they eat bananas, very seldom. But they do eat bananas. I love oranges. I need to go get me some. Craving oranges.
Yeah, we like to eat oranges with salt.
Really?
Yes. Try.
Oh,
just
yeah.
try.
Wow.
Just peel it and take you one piece of it. Put a little bit of salt on it and try it.
Never eat an orange with salt.
It's good.
I better put my booty over here and watch I think I'll end up falling asleep. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pretty sleepy.
Got to try salt, he said.
I'll try it. I'm gonna go get me some oranges though.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Sam's Club in a cup next week. And I'll be down that way next week. Maybe me and you can go and eat some Mexican ice cream or something.
I want to try that. So
Try that
that
Mexican-
looks
oh.
so good.
Listen, and them Tostitos, oh my gosh, Chewy, they're so good. You got the Mexican corn they put on them, and they put different Mexican cheeses on top of them, and they're what they are is they're like a Tostitos chips. And they take the bag and they slit the side open and they put like the Mexican corn and all the Mexican cheeses, and it is so delicious. And the different Mexican spices and stuff, it is great. Did you see my big bottle of hot sauce I've got fermenting?
No, you got it on. Have you got it on Facebook?
I do.
I'll go look at it and see.
That's a boy at work for me. He was one of my employees. He raised a bunch of peppers this year, and he's giving me a crap load. Well, he brought a big gob of peppers, habaneros, cayennes, and jalapenos, and I just took and made a big jug of hot sauce with them.
I hear you. Oh, look what Cheryl asked.
Is your restaurant? No, it ain't. It's down in the holler.
It's down in a crack in the mountains.
In the mountains. In the crack in the mountains. The crack.
And the sun comes up at 10 in the morning, goes down in 3 in the afternoon.
Absolutely. And that's the song. Yes. That is the song of the hour.
Well, y'all keep remembering Gatekeeper in your prayers that he has that surgery.
New one before you know it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I told him. I said, I want him, because he'll ask me, you think it's going to do you good? I'm like, yes. I have faith. Yes, it's going to. You're going to be up. You're going to be walking around. You're going to be feeling so much better.
So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to really do good for him. He'll be fine. Then me and him will have a battle. We'll do a story together.
You did on your channel.
No, come on, Chewy. You got to let me, Gatekeeper, do a story. It'll get bad, wouldn't it? We'll let Lori come in and eat a banana.
Jinkies after dark.
I love you.
I love you too.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for coming
I love
up.
you guys. God bless y'all.
I'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Real bad. Yeah, he has it real bad, y'all. He can't walk. Literally. I mean, he can barely walk. When he does walk, he's in a lot of pain. So when he goes somewhere, we go in a wheelchair, because there's just no way he can do any distance walking. He barely can walk from one room to the other. So y'all remember him when you pray, and y'all pray for me too. But I love each and every one of you. And Spirit Miss, thank you so much, honey. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing with us. Yeah, it's the devastation up there is just it's unimaginable. That's Wisconsin Mama. We're so proud of Wisconsin. I hope you know. We are so proud of Wisconsin for staying red, going red. I love you. I love you. Yeah, we're getting ready. I'm getting ready to hop off. If you can go back and listen, it's a pretty interesting live. We Spirit Miss come up and talked about the devastation in North Carolina. So yeah, it's pretty bad. It's bad. everybody up there needs your prayers too, y'all. So just remember them, and we'll pray that the new administration will come in and help them and give them everything they need to get back on their feet. So I love each and every one of you. And thank Lori Shortlegs for the gifting of the 5 memberships. I appreciate you so much. I love y'all. See you later.